Welcome to 60 Plus Vision Blur Explained, Nourishing the Aging Eye. Have you noticed lately that the morning paper seems just a little bit harder to read, or perhaps the edges of a familiar room feel softer when you walk in? This is a very real daily situation that so many families face today, especially for those in the 50 plus age group. You might wake up, look out the window, and notice the leaves look more like green smudges than single crisp shapes. This is something most people never find out about until it becomes a much bigger issue. We often ignore these early signs because they blend so easily into the general story of getting older. We assume we have to quietly endure it. But what if there's a gentle, science-backed way to support our sight?
Question yourself, are the edges of the room feeling softer? If you find yourself squinting at the television, you are going through something very common, yet it is rarely discussed openly. Think about reading a label on a medicine bottle. It used to be easy. Now it takes good lighting and reading glasses just to make out the letters. When we experience this visual shift, we tend to brush it off as just another part of life. But ignoring these gentle whispers from our body means we miss a golden chance. This early stage is exactly when our daily choices can make the biggest difference. The real twist comes a little later, but first, we need to understand the stories we tell ourselves about our changing eyes.
You might have caught yourself saying, "My eyes are just getting old," and left it at that. Many of us quietly dismiss these changes as a certain part of the passing years. We accept this fading vision in silence. But this explainer will show you why you do not simply have to accept this without taking positive action. Science suggests that your daily nourishment has a massive influence on the pace of this visual change. Your daily choices can actually act as a powerful shield for your precious vision. Now that we understand this mindset, let us look at something equally important, the actual science behind what is happening inside your eyes. Section 1. The Science of the Macula. Macula. Understanding the center of your vision. The macula, M-A-K-U-L-A, is the area at the very center of the retina, responsible for sharp, central vision used for reading and recognizing faces. To explain this simply, think of your eye like a classic film camera. The macula, M-A-K-U-L-A, is the highly sensitive film right in the middle that captures the absolute finest details. Without it functioning well, central vision becomes dim and blurred. It comes on so slowly it feels completely normal. Let us look at this another way. Imagine looking through a clean window. That is a healthy macula, M-A-K-U-L-A. Now imagine the center of that window gets a little foggy, making it hard to see a friend standing outside. That fog is what happens when the cells in the center of your eye get worn down. For example, my neighbor Mary thought her glasses were dirty, but it was actually her central vision changing. Question yourself, how often do you clean your glasses only to realize the blur is still there? As the decades pass, our eyes face continuous stress from everyday light. This is remarkably similar to how metal slowly rusts over time when exposed to the outdoor elements. A younger body tends to repair the cellular wear very quickly, but an aging body has a much slower natural repair process. It is just like leaving a bicycle out in the rain. A brand new bike resists the water, but an older bicycle needs active maintenance to stop the rust from taking over. Our eyes need that same active maintenance. When we do not provide the right building blocks, the tiny cells in our eyes cannot keep up with the daily wear and tear. This is where most people get confused, thinking they can do nothing about it. Notice the role of two specific plant pigments here, lutein and zeaxanthin. These actively filter harmful light and stop cellular wear before it builds up. They act exactly like natural sunglasses built right inside your eye. Let me say that again. These natural nutrients form a protective shield inside your eye. If you are not eating the right natural colors, your internal sunglasses slowly lose their protective tint. This leaves the center of your vision exposed to glaring, unprotected light. Think of it like going out into a bright, snowy day without your dark glasses. Over time, that same invisible glare slowly wears down the sensitive cells in the back of your eye. Let us see how this connects to everyday life, and mainly to the food on our plates. Section 2. Nourishing your eyes. The direct connection between food and eye health. We have covered a lot so far, but the most important part is coming right now. Stay with me. What comes next can completely change the way you think about your health. Research points to specific whole foods to deliver essential nutrients directly to your eyes. Leafy greens like spinach deliver lutein,
lutein and zeaxanthin, right to the source of your vision. Eggs offer highly helpful eye pigments that are gentle on the stomach. Oily fish like salmon are rich in omega-3 fats, which keep eye cell walls healthy. Citrus fruits provide vitamin C for tiny blood vessels, while nuts like almonds provide vitamin E to protect vulnerable eye cells. When we skip these foods, our 50-plus bodies create a hidden gap in our defense system. Think of a garden that does not get enough water. The leaves slowly dry up. The same thing happens to our eyes without proper nourishment from whole foods.
On the flip side, we should be aware of reducing habits that actively harm ourselves. We need to gently reduce heavily fried foods, as the specific fats used can break down eye cells. We also want to limit foods high in refined sugar, which stresses the fragile blood vessels of the eye. Highly processed snacks often replace more nourishing choices, meaning we miss a valuable chance to feed our fading vision. Across the globe, traditional senior cultures often ate simple, whole foods straight from the garden or the sea. They did not have packages of heavily processed snacks filling their cupboards. By leaning back into those traditional whole food habits, we can give our eyes the gentle support they deeply crave. Question yourself, what is one packaged snack you could swap for a handful of nuts today? Adapting our daily habits is entirely about personal power and moving forward with absolutely no guilt or shame about the dietary choices we have made in the past. Awareness today is what truly matters, not harsh judgment about yesterday. Every single meal is a brand new chance to do something good for your body. If you ate poorly for years, let it go. Today is a new day. Now that we understand how food plays a role, let us look at something equally important, the stories that hold us back. Section 3. Busting eye health myths, reframing the narrative on vision decline. Science firmly suggests we should not wait until vision changes become severe to take action. There are 3 common myths we must bust today. Myth 1 claims nothing can be done and it is just normal aging. But science clearly indicates the pace of that change is heavily influenced by your daily nourishment. Myth 2 claims vision loss only happens to those who made poor choices. This natural wear happens across all kinds of healthy lives just from spending decades in the sunshine. And myth 3 claims vision changes should not be discussed until they are severe. Active awareness at the very earliest whisper of visual change is when supportive nutrition offers the most benefit. Most people make a big mistake right here. They wait until they cannot read the large print before they ask for help. Question yourself, are you waiting for things to get worse before you decide to get better? Consider 68-year-old Sarah. The straight kitchen tiles in her home started looking wavy to her. It was a frightening turning point. Instead of hiding in fear, she decided to take control. She added a small handful of spinach to her lunch every single day. She began enjoying baked salmon twice a week for dinner, and she started faithfully wearing her dark sunglasses on her morning walks. She changed her diet and embraced the science of eye health. Months later, her evening reading was sharper, and she felt proactive and in control of her life. She stopped feeling like a victim of age and started feeling like a protector of her own sight. Let us see how this connects to another real person who found success. Take 71-year-old Robert, a retired teacher who simply swapped his daily afternoon fried snacks for a handful of nourishing walnuts. He also added soft scrambled eggs to his morning routine. It was a very small shift in his daily routine, nothing extreme or difficult. Within just a few short months of this diet change, reading the small print in his weekly church bulletin felt noticeably more comfortable. He was not straining his eyes nearly as much. Many people find that these small, gentle shifts create a profound difference over time. Now that we see what is possible, let us turn this into a plan for you. Section 4. A simple action plan. Gentle, achievable daily steps. This illustrates how we can turn this science into a highly practical daily routine. Step 1. Add 1 serving of leafy greens to any meal. This brings those powerful plant pigments right to your eyes. Step 2. Choose fish over heavily processed meat a couple of times weekly to get those vital omega-3 fats. A simple tin of sardines is wonderful for reducing body stress. Step 3. Simply keep a pair of sunglasses right by your front door. If they're sitting right there, you will never forget them when stepping into bright sunlight. This simple movement protects your eyes from harmful rays. Step 4. Take 20-second visual breaks during your screen time. Look at something far away, like a tree outside, and rest those tiny eye muscles. Good sleep and gentle stress relief also play a huge role here because a rested body repairs itself much more efficiently. Question yourself, which of these 4 simple steps feels the most doable for you today? Caring for your vision is not about finding a dramatic cure overnight.
It is rather recognizing that those tiny daily choices compound into a massive wall of defense for your precious eyes. Every time you choose a colorful vegetable, every time you put on your sunglasses, you are voting for your health.
What is one small, simple habit you can start today to protect the way you see the world? Whether it is swapping an afternoon snack for walnuts or just leaving your sunglasses by the door, your vision is deeply worth protecting. Your health is not a destination you arrive at one day. It is a direction you choose every single day. Small awareness, small choices, small habits, they quietly add up to something much bigger than you realize right now. If this gave you even one useful thought, share it with one person who needs to hear this. That one share can bring this awareness to someone silently struggling, and it helps Wellness Geek Seniors reach more people who truly need this. Like this video and subscribe to Wellness Geek Seniors. If this brought real value, look for the join button next to the Wellness Geek Seniors logo below this video. Click it and become a member of the Wellness Support Circle. Your support gives Wellness Geek Seniors the strength to keep going. Thank you so much for watching and caring about your health.